Hi guys, Jace here. I'm here at the Tower Hub in Rotorua and I'm going to do something slightly different today. I'm going to compare my XC bike against my Enduro bike against my e-bike. Now I have been interested to know which one would be faster doing a downhill run. I think the Enduro bike will be the fastest, but who knows, it may be the e-bike or the XC bike. I'd also like to know what the difference time-wise between all three bikes is. So I'll look at the average and I'll maybe look at the fastest run and compare the fastest run of each of the bikes. Now the only problem is I've got to ride uphill 6 times. I chose Tuttiata because it is mainly a downhill grade 5, not a tough grade 5. In the summer it's probably more like a grade 4 plus. So we'll have a look at that. I know the XC bike can handle it down there, or I can handle it down there on the XC bike. So let's look at that. So please come and join me and let's have a look which bike is the fastest and by how much. From Tower Hub we went down Windy Road, turned left into Lentil Road and then up the beautiful uphill trail that is Apa Moana. Goes all the way up, as you can see. It's a nice gradient actually. Once it gets to the top here, pops out at the start of Hawcross Burns, just to the right here, and then we're going to turn left and then find the climb up to Minerals. And then this is now just about the start of Tuteata. Here we are, that's the first climb done, and I'm at the entrance at Tuttiata. Now, there is a reason, my bro science, that I've chosen to ride in this order. XC bike, because I'm most familiar with that at the moment. I've been riding that the most. Then Enduro bike, I haven't been riding that for a while, but I'm reasonably comfortable on it. And the e-bike, because it's got power and I'll be less tired. So they're the reasons why I've done that. On the e-bike, I'm still deciding whether to run it on eco or trail mode, probably eco, and see how we go. Okay, let's compare the times. Here we go, straight into it. Now Tuttiata starts fast and open at the top with some drops and jumps, and then you get to the road which you cross it. So you would have think it is a little bit pedally, so you would think the e-bikes may have the advantage on here, but also the Norco is pretty light, so it could be doing well. It's quite fun, but a little bit pedally. We're just coming to the opening here, so what I'm going to do is just freeze frame it, and you can see on the top left the Turbo Levo SL was slightly ahead there, but there's not much in it at all. This is a nice little section here, just gathering up speed. Got a fast little bit here. Just got a couple of little jumps that you can jump over, which you probably heard me being excited around. You're a little bit further down here, you got a little jump there. A little bit further down here, and then it meets the up trail, which you have to cross. And it's just down here, it's a little bit of a chicane left and right. And then you can see, just go over the path, over the trail. This is a little bit tricky when that tree was in the way there. You can see at the top left the Turbo Levo was ahead. So much quicker. I was just saying there, it just feels so much quicker on the Turbo Levo or the e-bikes than the others, even though perhaps it wasn't. What I did find though is the brakes weren't set up for me on the Turbo Levo, so yeah, I found it a little more difficult braking, so it may have been a different story if the brakes were where I like them at that bind point, which is really early. It's a bit off camber here. And then you get into these ruts here. E-bike slightly ahead. This is definitely a tricky bit here. You go left, which is probably the best side. I'm going right on the Norco, but in actual fact it may have been a little quick going right rather than around the outside. I think they're the main tricky bits out of the way, and it goes pretty quick here, nice and flowy, and there's a couple of doubles you can jump if you're fast enough or you've got the ability to do that. I hope you found that as interesting as I did. On one hand, you've got the Norco Revolver Downcountry machine, up-to-date geo for a XC Downcountry bike. And on the other hand, you've got an up-to-date trail bike, 150 in the Turbo Levo SL. And yes, it has got a motor, but I found that really smooth and fast. The Norco was fast because I'm familiar with it and used to it. And in the middle there, you've got the Canyon Strive, which actually got Enduro Bike of the Year, 2017 or 2018. And it's got slightly outdated geo now for an Enduro bike. It's more along the lines of a trail bike, I guess, now. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up and please consider hitting that subscribe button. And I'll see you out there on the trails or on here pretty soon.